Hi everyone, welcome to week 103. This week's question is, let's revisit how we jump-started our transitions. What steps did you take to get the ball rolling? Well, this is Steffi, and I took some baby steps and then I took the rest of it, I think, was pretty much giant steps. First, I had to come out to myself. And so those were the baby steps. You see, I got through 62 years of my life without understanding what in the heck I was. So I didn't understand this for 62 years. And I started developing, at one point, a urinary tract infection. I think I told you guys that. And the side effects of the medication were my breasts started developing, and I started feeling emotions for the first time in my life. And rather than being dismayed at what was happening to me, I kind of liked it. So then I had to figure out what the heck is going on. So I did a little bit of research and began self-medicating. Those are the baby steps. Because you see, I got scared and stopped twice in this path. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was at that point. What I did know is when I was on the medication, I felt a whole lot better. And that was wonderful. But I got scared. Because I really didn't understand what I was doing and what I was doing to myself. So then, after that, I started looking around and found some nice YouTube videos and a number of T-girls here on YouTube. One of them stood out as just resonating with, my mindset. So I listened to a few of her videos and then wrote her an email and said, what in the heck am I? And you folks know Lidaford 1313 Shay. And she's the lady that really helped me understand what the hell I was. To be perfectly blunt. So then I started some giant steps. You folks know I'm religious. So my first giant steps was, quite literally, I prayed for guidance. Is this what I think I have to do? Okay. Because, a lot of religious beliefs tend to indicate that there's something wrong with what we're doing. And the answers that I got back were that was absolutely far from the truth. So I decided to jump off the cliff, and jumping off, so to speak, I don't mean that literally, you folks know that, but I just jumped off the cliff, so to speak, and said, okay, I am going to systematically do this. So it's Yoda's advice, do or do not. There is no try. So that was the biggest jump start. Actually, the first biggest jump start was Shay's wonderful support and help. Second biggest jump start was my prayer. Third biggest jump start was just doing it. So what did I do? So what are those giant steps? What did I do? And how did I get to be where I am now? So I sought out new family and other medical professionals. And quite honestly, on the family doctors, I really laid on the line what I was doing. I said, look, here's what the deal is. I'm a girl. And I will do exactly what you tell me to do, with one exception. If you tell me to go off hormones, I will not do it. And I said, under those conditions, will you supervise what I'm doing and watch what I'm doing? And will you help me through this? Help me with other professionals. And I found a wonderful doctor who did. And that was a giant step. So that was a big jump start. So I have a set of medical professionals now, and I'm supervised now. This is 2 years ago, you got to understand. And systematically came out to everyone. Came out to my family. And I think I've reported, I have one sister who's absolutely wonderful about this. I have no problem with her at all. I have two sisters that kind of go back and forth on the fence because they really don't understand me. One really doesn't understand me. And the other one is too set in her ways to really understand that what I'm doing is the right thing to do. So she has trouble with me. So I started working through my IDs, started my court order name change, and started just systematically going through driver's license change, social security change, all the bank record changes, all the medical record changes, everything that I needed to do, okay? And I systematically started working through all the WPATH requirements towards surgery. And at that point, I still didn't know whether or not I was going to do the surgery. But, at that point in time, I'm 63 years old. This is a year ago now. I'm 63 years old. Why bother? I mean, what good would surgery do me? And the longer I was on medication, and the more my body changed, and I became so comfortable and healthy, to be quite frank, and understood what I was, and understood how well this transition worked. It became something that became more important and more important, and I had to do it. So I've gone through the surgery. While I was at it, I got my breasts enhanced. I'm happy with both results. But I never took my eyes off the goal. I never, ever said, well, I just had a setback because somebody called me a guy. And gosh, here I am, 9 months into my transition, and they should have known better by now. And gosh, will I ever really be a woman? And then you get some of the naysayers that say, no, you'll never be a woman because you're not that way and God said you're not. Well, that's BS, as we all know. And yes, I am a woman. And no, God didn't say I can't do this. But I never took my eyes off the goal. I never looked back. And that was a giant step. So what steps did I take to get the ball rolling? Okay? Once I understood what I was, I decided that I had to do that. I think most of us get to that point. We have to do that. But then we get scared because we don't know and it's unknown and we're afraid. But you know what, folks? If you keep your eyes on the goal and realize that this transition is what we need and this transition will work, then everything's positive. And as you stay positive, that will get you through the transition. So that is my take on this week's video. What steps did I take? Initial baby steps. They don't get you anywhere. Then a bunch of big steps. But keep your eyes on the goal. Keep your eyes going. Keep moving towards that transition. And you'll get there. So until next week, this is Steffi saying bye-bye, everyone.